I'll be reacting to Fantasia Sango episode 11. I'll be watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction from the 7-second mark in 1, 0, go. Oh yeah. I'm semi-pumped up for this. I mean, that does make sense, though. Because you're not going to be able to guess how a human deals when they zip along me and Masma. Yandan face looks a bit ugly there. Whew. We all know they'd haul Alice to protect her, but who knows if they'd be able to? That's the biggest question here. Well, because they see each other as friends. That's more than just that, because most humans wouldn't help each other in most situations. Does she feel good about it? Oh, that's sweet, actually. Seeing how she functions. Aw, that's so fucking sweet. But I'm also just gonna have to take it inside of her body, though. You know, if Yangji was here conscious right now, he would not want this to happen. I'm assuming the risk factor, though, is that she's going to have to absorb it, and it's good. Yeah, I had a feeling. That sounds like a bad thing, though. Fuck, talk about some really precise specifications there. Although, why is she smiling deviously low unless she's like a subtle traitor? I wouldn't be surprised if that lady's working with the antagonist with the way she'd be smiling. Yup, that sounds ominous as shit. Oh boy. Oh, could she be the main antagonist? The hooded lady? Oh, shit. You know, that does make sense, though. It explains why she was able to destroy the Master so easily. And the sad part is she didn't necessarily lie either. Because Jin Liang was saved. Oh boy. I like how they actually give us some stakes now as to like what the main antagonists have been trying to do the whole series. Well, isn't exactly the most innovative like motivation for an antagonist at the very least. Well, I wonder what's her goal then. Oh, okay, she ain't no fucking joke. Yeah, she's probably not gonna be able to do much against her. Yeah, well, she get punched the fuck out pretty easily. You know, that's a damn good question. Oh. Okay, then. Actually, I like how it adds a little bit more layers to her. Not that much, but just a teeny bit more. You know, I gotta admit, that betrayal scene, it actually does feel like it was well done, actually. Because that Chong lady does feel like she just conveniently showed up, and this bit explains why. So I'll give credit there. The twist was actually well done. And plus, it was smart how she took advantage of Zhao Ling wanting to help out Yi Jiang out. Take advantage of that to gain the upper hand and to be able to take Zhao Ling without any resistance. I thought that was some pretty brilliant shit. And it was nice to get the goal of the Wali Yang King too, seeing as how he wants to open this, essentially this doorway into the world that would cause absolute and utter chaos that'll allow a lot of the dead to appear as Wen Yangings, which is nice because at least now there's an end game goal for the antagonists. So those are all positives in the episode, actually. At least so far. So all in all, I actually really am digging sort of the episode so far. Hope the rest of it keeps up with a strong momentum, though. If only the rest of the series actually looked like it did in the opening, where you can actually see it consistently on. Well, at least, and now they know who they're up against. And that also explains why Dongqing was able to kill the person that would have been able to help out Zhao Ling's heart without any strings attached, too. That actually also puts it into perspective. On saying that, Downchong is so ill, why didn't you just finish off her opposition? That's the only thing I don't understand. Like, why didn't. Kind of a bit of poor writing here because why didn't she. Why didn't she finish off her opposition, though? That's my question here. I mean, he can't blame himself, though. Oh, I'm assuming that place is going to be heavily guarded. Fuck. Oh. I'm assuming she's got that covered, I'm guessing. Oh. You know, I kind of like this. It even fits with the whole linking chain name, too. So this actually doesn't feel like an ass pull. But it kind of does feel like it's bad writing that Dong Shing didn't finish off. as much as like Ying Ji, Ying Dan, and Jun Chao, it's like, if you're the antagonist, why not finish off the main characters when you have a chance? It's like you always have an anime antagonist do completely nonsensical and stupid shit like this. It makes you wonder, do the antagonists in the series even have brains to function with? You know? I'm just saying. Whoa! And this one didn't even have to keep up her end of the bargain, too. Her family? Wouldn't it be best just to try to save her? Before it goes to the Wingling King? I'm just saying. I feel like it'd be a lot easier. She's got a point. At least with the curse of the Zhao Ling, actually was able to save people. Oh. Yeah, she did, regardless of the fact. At least we get her to just finish the washing up that was Zhao Ling at that moment. But now Zhao Ling doesn't want to die anymore, though. These are different circumstances now. They're just gonna have to prevent that from happening. We should at least give them a chance before she starts taking any drastic measures. So who gives a shit about you, Caddy? You have done fucking nothing. Let's hope the 6 unit can live up to those high-ass expectations then. Kind of makes me wonder what she lost that she wants back, though. Yes! Oh, man. Karma's a bitch. Honestly, this is why I thought Dungsha was a fucking dumbass. I mean, come on. She should have suspected that there was a chance they were going to be able to counterattack. You know, she would have accomplished what she wanted if she would have killed. Okay, I had a feeling she was going to run over to revive her family, actually. At least now we know Dungchung's motivation. But wasn't this animation, though? But seriously, though, Dungchung could have ended this all if she would have just killed all the main protects. I'm just saying, she really made this a lot harder than it should have been. But it is nice to, at the very least, finally see Dungchung fight, though. Damn! Those are actually damn good questions. Because Dungchung's better off just realizing that even if she were to revive her family, who knows if they'd actually be the same thing. the same family that she lost. Huh. That means she's going to need a king involved in order to get their deeds done anyway. He's got a point. But that's only if you're talking about ethics, though, since this girl doesn't follow it. She's got a point. Not really. And I kind of like that they didn't have narrative consequences for her. Yo, you know, Dongchun has lost the argument when she's lashing out instead of trying to continue the conversation. Yeah, I mean, yeah, would Dongchun be able to actually deal with that? I do like this, though, showing how ambitious she is. Although Dongchun's going to say there's no way you can know that, knowing how she operates. Yes! Honestly, they should have finished. Oh, I'm assuming it's the Wing Ling Ying. Yeah, that's the king. The Kingle. Not anymore. I just love how she was bitched the fuck out. I know that voice acting for that scene is damn fucking good, though. When he screams Xiaoling's name. I mean, best you can do is just try to go up against the king at the very least. Instead of just wallowing in sorrow. And she is right there. They're not supposed to bring happiness. I could actually see why he'd think Yi Jing is a pushover, though. I don't think he gives a shit about that. I mean, come on. She herself is an idiot for thinking she could have betrayed the Wing Liang king without any sort of consequences. And saying this feels abrupt because they didn't give the Wing Liang king any build-up at all. Except for mentioning him in passing. Now they're just barely introducing him in like the second half of the second to last episode of the series. Kind of feels abrupt here. Ow. Okay, the king, he has no fucking the CGI for those clowns look kind of shit though. And that's only a big oh. Ah. I don't know. That's a weapon end off. Oh, okay. That percent they're gonna actually end up on that note. They really love utilizing the purification stones animation multiple times. I don't even know how many times they showed off that animation throughout this series. It feels like they're showing off more times than the episode count of the series. Damn, they shoot it pretty fucking quickly without any resistance at all. Wait, I wonder why it's talking in pearl form. I have a feeling it's gonna fail in sacrificing her. I'd venture to guess they can. Okay, at least they're actually trying visually this time. Honestly, when they render the king, though, it looks like it's some PS2 like rendering, though. And there's anyone ugly, it's the fucking king, especially with the actions it's taking against Xiaoling. Oh. Yo! Fuck! I gotta admit, the slow actually makes this moment feel more intense. Ah. Yo, okay, now that's how you end off an episode. All right, there were things I liked about this episode and things I didn't like this episode. So I'll just give my rating off first before I break down why I rate it the way I did it. If I had to rate this episode on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'll give this a 5 out of 10. Here are the problems I have with it. The Wing Liang King, it's like, since he only had the second half of this episode and he's only going to have the next episode of screen time, the main villain is not going to feel like it's going to feel like nothing. So already this series fucked up getting us build up to the end game villain of the series. And another problem here is about this episode is Dong Xiang. Now, yes, I do like how the writers try to acknowledge that, oh yeah, she's helped out our main heroes a few episodes ago because she felt similarly to Xiao. And don't get me wrong, I understand that, but it's like she has the goal of reviving her family, and that hasn't prevented her from trying to kill off our main protagonist in some of the previous episodes. So I kind of find it like out of character that she spares the protagonist when she's making through great efforts of reviving her family. It just feels hypocritical. So that's what I thought they kind of did right Dong Sheng kind of poorly. Yes, it was nice to get to hear her motivation that she wants to revive her family, and I do like that. But it's like she made it pretty difficult to revive her family and not finishing off her opposition when she has the chance. It just makes her out to be a really stupid antagonist. So there's my issues with this episode. It's like, yeah, some of the action set pieces look good, and that's why, narratively speaking, the episode wasn't that bad. And it wouldn't be that bad if, again, it wasn't for the case for the bad running when it comes to Dong Shang. and how they handle the Wang Ling Ying King. And saying that, I do love how Zhao Ling had the conviction of risking her body to help out Yi Jing. I love moments like that. And I do love how they gave us more layers to Dong Chang, actually seeing how she was willing to do 30 things to help out her family, made her a much more engaging antagonist. So it's not like this episode was lacking good qualities. And the animation looked better than usual. Now, did it look good to normal anime standards? Fuck no, it didn't. But for Fantasia Sango episodes standards, it looked average. But the CGI rendering for the king was kind of trash, though. You would kind of hope they'd do a better job with that. So that's why if I had to rate the episode overall on a scale of 1 to 10, I got to give it 5, which in my scale, it's average because it's like the episode didn't do anything that spectacular, but it didn't do anything that terrible either. It was just in the middle. And the only thing I can hope for is that it improves in the next episode. But anyways, these are my thoughts on the episode. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how I feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comments section below. Hope y'all rate the video, share it, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see y'all later if you come back for more, y'all. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Have a great, safe, fun day or night, y'all. Bye-bye.